And today I'm going to take this why foreign women will love to be with a passport bro, not boys. It's a big difference. The first reason is British standards. Around the world, British standards is different, very different. For example, in the US, we might not be wanted or undesirables. But overseas, it's a big difference because British standards are different. Example, you will hear a lot of our critics say that, well, they're not getting their best. And I would say they are correct on that. We are not getting their best in their eyes, which is true. And I believe they're also not getting our best in our eyes, which is true. For example, I'm Generation X, so my beauty standards were different from the younger generation. We had Vanessa Williams, who was Miss America, not Miss Black America, Miss America. That was our best in her prime. And she married a guy named Rick Fox in his prime. Tall basketball players, played for the Lakers, I believe, rich. That was our best. They're not getting our best either. So that's a dead argument there. So no, we're not getting their best and they're not getting our best. And one thing might seem strange to you, their best might not be what you're looking for. For example, I live in Japan, right? Their best is tall, good looking, thin, no hips, fair skin, lighter skin, because the media around the world want more European looking people. We might not be attracted to that. The passport bro, you might not want nobody with no hips. You might not want nobody with lighter skin. You want tan bodies, curves. That's what most of us want. So don't listen to the critics on that. We're not getting the best stuff. When you go to a country like South America, right? You got Afro-Latinas, even Afro-Mexicans. We got Afro people around the world. Now, society told them that their dark skin is not attractive at all, right? Even in South Korea, you get a darker skinned South Korea female that might not be very attractive to them in their eyes, right? So when you travel to those countries, you notice those beautiful tan bodies with curves. You pick them out. Instead of their sister with the lighter skin, super thin, they feel lucky. They wonder why you picked them over that toothpick. They feel lucky. You feel lucky. You average. They're average. Together, y'all above average. So that's one of the reasons why the foreign women would love us, because we pick them. If they a little bit overweight, still pick them. That's one reason why foreign women like passport bros. The next reason is culture differences. Culture differences means like the grass look greener on the other side of the road. Doesn't mean that it's better. The grass look greener. And when some people go to the other grass, find out that, hey, it's just grass, nothing special about it. But some people go over there and they bare feet in the grass and they say, oh, this grass worked for me better. I like this grass. This is the grass I'm supposed to be at. This is my tribe. So the culture differences is a big deal. Also, when you live in a mono society or monoracial place like Japan again, most people look the same. Most people all got dark hair, all have dark eyes, most of them. It means that, for example, my wife, right? There are millions of people that look just like her. Nothing special about her. She's lucky to be average. Then a foreigner come around like me, notice her because she has some black girl curves. And, she likes to surf, had the tan body. I notice her. She noticed me. She's average, I'm average. Now also, most men in the West, we kind of very outspoken. But in the West, we tell people what we want. We're a little more aggressive. Because in America, to be successful, you have to be a little aggressive because you got to get what you want. So that's one thing that's shocking me today is young people are not getting what they want, and I don't get it. But that's a different generation. I know they need help. I'm here to help people, not try to criticize them. So get your passport. Let's move on, get some experience, come back to the States. You know your worth, then you be able to treat our sisters there better because you know your worth. That's number 2. Number 3 is education. When people travel, they get mature, they get seasoned. When I tell stories at Thanksgiving, I have freaking stories. When I see a movie, everywhere I go, I tell people where I saw that movie come. It come on Netflix. Hey, I saw the movie when I was in Winnipeg. I saw the movie when I was in Egypt. I saw the movie when I was in Japan. I saw the movie when I was traveling as a nurse. I have the stories to tell. We make you very seasoned and very mature. And when people will travel, you go to see, it make you think differently. When you travel with the locals, eat local foods, have local drinks, and meet local people, get their sides of the story. get their side of the story, then you view the world differently. You know that, hey, you know what? Mexico City is one of the biggest cities in the world. You know what? They got Mexican doctors. They have some very intelligent people in Mexico. They got some very intelligent people in Cuba. In America, you think everybody's starving everywhere. Or in Africa, they got some very highly intelligent people in Africa. When you know that, then when the media try to poison you against those poor countries, aka third world countries, then you know the truth. And you'll know how to approach people wherever you go when you meet them, because you know the untruth is untruth. So you have a better view. That's why. So when you will travel and you meet the local women, conversation you have with them is amazing. Another thing is, this is going to sound strange. We are more manly and we're more weaker at the same time. I mean, more manly mean like we walk and talk erect. When I travel, I go to any airport, I can tell a foreigner behind their back. The way they move, the way they walk, the way they act. Like when I move, I do from South Dallas, no, I'm from South Dallas. Even though you don't see my face. Because I walk like I'm from South Dallas. No matter how disguise it, get my suit on, get my education, talk all Becky, whatever I want to. I can't hide my walk. I can't hide my swagger. I can't hide that. That's innate. I can't really change that at all. So that can be viewed as confidence. And like a guy asks for what he wants. And like a guy who try to get it. You're saying try to wine and dine. So that's what we do. Manly on that part. In the other half, we weaker, meaning that we are raised by hyenas. So Big Mama and Mama is going to be gods. Well, the black father, if he don't care what he does, how he reaching his ventures or the corporate education, how good he is as a father, he's still not going to be equal to the hyenas. Your father's going to visit you, he might have to get a hotel. But with Big Mama and Mama come visit him, she going to always have a place to stay. That's how society's set up. I'm not blaming modern women or the modern society or the modern situation. I blossomed in it. I raised in it. I know how to move in it. So I'm successful in it. But I also know that the younger people growing up today, they're not being successful in it because it was created for people like us, older guys from Generation X. So that's why you might hear me time to time get on the old school fools' neck, because they thinking young men should be us, but they're not us. A lot of young people are hurting. It's our job to try to get them a better pitcher of water. So that's why when somebody tell a grown man how to travel and they make statements without research, then they don't have no idea what they're talking about, then that's foolishness, right? So that's about it. I think I might have missed one, but because number one, the beauty standard, our education, cultural differences. We open doors, we pull out chairs, we let the women go in the door first. We walk on the side of the sidewalk where the car at, so we can get deleted first if the car ran off the curb. And also, we more manly. We got bigger egos than a lot of locals. A lot of locals, they don't want to hurt your feelings. But Americans, we don't give a damn about feelings. We hurt your feelings, hurt you, we do whatever we have to do to survive. That's about it, guys. This is Lamar Black Attack. Try to attack 5 things why Passport Bros gonna continue to win, period. Get your passport, young man. Travel, right? And protect your seed. The seed is so important. They never let anybody use you, even when you're traveling. I don't care where you go, what country you go to, your seed is important. Protect your seed. Wrap it up. Deuces, guys.